Oh man, the ECU is locked and it still rips. Only going to 8,000. Holy man. Oh, the brakes are insane. That's crazy. It's still boogies up to 8,000, and there's still another 6,000 to go. All right, guys, we got the brand new 2025 M1000XR out for its first ride today. Oh my God, we got a 55-degree day right now, going up to about 60 degrees. Tomorrow, 65. So we're going to be out there putting some miles on this bike, trying to get to that 600 miles to get rid of the ECU lock, and get the first service done. So we're going to take this thing out for a little rip, put some miles on it, tell you guys how it feels. This is basically going to be my first ride video on the bike, and let me tell you guys, so far I am absolutely super happy with the bike. The power, the speed, the handling, the comfort, the suspension travel, the looks of this bike. I am just super pleased with the decision. I absolutely love this bike. It's just phenomenal. So let's hop on this thing. Let's go for a spin. It's about 51 degrees out. I'm actually going to plug in my heated jacket because it is only about 51 degrees. It is a little bit chilly when you're rolling, but now I got my heated jacket plugged in. So if you guys are interested in getting some heated gear, just like on a day today, 50 degrees, a heated jacket, oh my God, it just makes a world of difference. I already feel the heat in my arms, my back, and my chest. This thing is just so smooth, buttery smooth, but we got to get the miles in and get that ECU lock off. So anyway, the first thing I will tell you guys, as far as I can't talk much about the power yet, but it feels like the S1K in a way where you know how it did when I first got the S1K, up to 8,000 RPM. It boogies, it pulls you, but then it kind of dies off. So there's no difference. The S1K, double R, single R, even this bike, they all come with the ECU locked at 8,000 RPM. It limits you. You can't go past 8,000 RPM. What happens is, if you're new to this game, what happens is once you brake, typically this one, once you pass 600 miles, I will go to the dealership, first service is included, and I'll get the first service done, and at the same time they are going to unlock the ECU. So I can't wait to get the ECU unlocked to unleash all the power out of it. But as far as power, we'll talk more about it, you know, once the ECU is unlocked. But it still has a crap load of power, even though it's blocked at 8,000 RPM. Handling is ridiculous. I guess because of the taller suspension, the more suspension travel, the wide bars, you just have so much leverage, and you're like in this a lot more comfy upright seating position. It just, you know, with the wider bars, it's just so nimble, like literally way more nimble than the S1K double R. And I'm not even joking. Like, of course, the S1K double R, it's a race bike, right? But we're gonna make a right here. But I mean, so is this. It just flies, man. I mean, it's got the same motor as the S1K-RR, but the only difference is it's heavier, right? So I'll put it up on the screen now what a S1K-RR weighs. I think it's about 420 or 430, something like that. And this one, after I change out the exhaust and remove this heavy stock exhaust and put on the my Akrapovic pipe on it, it should come in at around 485. So I'm probably thinking it's like 50 pounds, let's say, give or take a couple pounds, 50 pounds heavier. So I mean, it's not much. Would you obviously be able to tell the difference? You know, as far as speed, sure, the S1K is obviously going to be faster, but for me, like, I really didn't care losing a tad bit of speed. Like, I'm not doing, you know, drag racing or road racing. That's nice. It just goes over these bumps so well. Oh, it's just so fast. Wow. No joke. No joke, guys. Wow. You know, it's like, I'm not doing the drag racing, I'm not doing the roll racing, man. I just like to get out and have fun, but I like having the power. Someone commented in the first video about this, me saying, like, because I was saying I wanted the M version because I wanted 205 horsepower instead of the whatever 165 or 170 that the standard XR comes in. That's more than enough power, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want people thinking like, you know, I never said that wasn't enough power. It's plenty of power for the streets. That's just me. I wanted the power. I weigh 210 pounds. I need the power. I've been riding over 30 years. I have enough experience to handle that power. I've had many bikes over 200 horsepower, so for me personally, I just wanted the power. And after we do the exhaust and we do the BT Moto Stage 1 tune, they'll have the same horsepower as the S1K-RR, roughly 200 horsepower to the rear wheel. So like I said, I don't mind giving up a little bit of speed for this, for the comfort. You know what I mean? That's number one, for the comfort. Like, all right, we talked about the power, the speed. Let's talk about the suspension, because it's amazing. Electronic suspension. It definitely feels a lot more smoother. It still feels, I have it only in road mode right now. I'm gonna be, when I get back home, I still didn't even deal with the dash because I was playing with the Chiggy. That's a beautiful view right there. It dropped 2 degrees. Got a beautiful view of the lake today. So like, it's just a softer ride, you know what I mean? I got it in road mode. I believe I could even put it in a more comfortable setting, which I will. And then you could go like full dynamic pro and stiffen the shit out of the suspension if I want to take it to the track. And I definitely 100% this year will be taking this to the track. I had plans on taking the S1K to the track, so I'm not going to change any of that. I'll just be taking this bike, and this is a track weapon. Don't get it mistaken. You can search up a shitload of videos, whether it's on the standard S1000XR or on the M1000XR, and check out all the track videos that they have, and they're amazing. You know, they're following faster bikes or passing faster bikes. It all depends on how skillful of a rider you are, to be honest. Man, that intake sounds amazing. This bike is just so comfy to ride. That's what I'm trying to get at, guys. Like, honestly, if you have never had a sport bike, I get it. I get it. You're a lot younger than I am, then you're gonna love sport bikes. And I do. I always will. I love them. Will I get another one? Like full sport bike? Honestly, having this and knowing that this bike, you could have this bike, in which I do, but knowing that this bike is out, probably not. Only because, like I said, the comfort, you have the speed, the comfort, the handling. This suspension just soaks up all these little bumps. Not like, obviously, the S1KRR. I know they're two totally different animals. I'm just trying to give you a comparison. Some nice lake views. We're going to be doing a lot of road trips this year, guys, so stay tuned. I can't wait. So now, like, the third thing, other than the suspension, you know, you got the suspension travel, the comfort, the seating position, right? The seating position is fantastic. You have your feet up underneath you. They're working like almost like shock absorbers, you know. It's just a super comfortable riding position. You got the bars right here, you got the wide bars. And then the last thing is, you know, other than all of this bike has all the creature comforts, just like the S1KRR did. But the last thing, which is a huge thing as well, I can take this on long distance trips. Whereas the S1K, that's why, like, really nobody posts, you know, long travel trips or even, you know, one day shorter travel trips on their sport bikes, because honestly they're just not built for it. You know what I mean? First of all, you really can't carry anything on the bike, and second thing is the comfort level is not there. You know, and I could get it, like I said before, if you're young, you never had a sport bike, but you'll figure that out. You know, I've had probably 20-30 different sport bikes throughout the course of over 30 years riding. And it's like, finally, you know, you just want to be comfortable, you know what I mean? You know, whereas now I still want the speed, the handling, the braking, but you just want that comfort. And in order to enjoy like a long distance ride, you have to be comfortable on the bike. You know, if you want to put down 400, 500, 600 miles, you know what I mean, in a day, you have to be comfortable. Otherwise you're just not going to do it. Otherwise you're going to be stopping like every 50 miles because you're going to be in pain or discomfort. So, you know, there's just a lot of reasons why, you know, why I got this over, you know, and traded in the S1K. The other big reason is that this was, like I said previously, the first white livery, first red, white, and blue livery in the States. Like, to tell you the truth, I was going to get this like years ago, but they weren't delivering it here. They were only delivering the black one with the carbon wheels, and I just didn't want that. So, like, now, you know, I had the opportunity, you know, to get this one in the red, white, and blue package, and I just couldn't pass it up, guys. I just could not pass it up. Yeah, the intake sound is just incredible. So that's the comfort level. I could strap a bag, or I could get some side cases or a top box in the back. It's just it'll handle the luggage. I will have comfort. The way I feel on this bike now, sitting in this position, honestly, I could ride 1,000 miles, and it's not even me joking. Brakes are fantastic. So let's talk about the braking a little bit. You got the M brakes on here, M front and back brakes, and let me tell you, this thing just stops on a dime, Guys, I'm telling you, fantastic. Fantastic. And trust me, yes, I told you guys in the previous video, the S1K or even the single R, absolutely phenomenal bike. I loved it. I will always love the S1K I loved mine. I even said, I went on a line, I said, I think it's the best sport bike that you could get for the value. Absolutely, bar none. It's just a fantastic motorcycle. But this bike just literally gave me just checked off every single box that I could have possibly wanted in a motorcycle. 46 degrees, dropped 4 degrees so far. I'm up here in the mountains. So the braking, like I said, the braking is just extraordinary. The back brake works really well. See, pothole, that's why I like that. Check out my previous video, guys, on this Chiggy AI05 head unit for GPS navigation, and just check out the video. I'll have links down below in the video description so you guys could check it out. It's an amazing unit that you just plug right into the stock BMW navigation docking hardware. Brakes are fantastic. Wow, really good. I mean, to be honest with you, to give you kind of an example, if you're curious, it feels like the S1K. I'm not kidding, because pretty much the braking's the same, the power is the same. Yes, it's a little heavier, but it's like super hard to really notice the power difference, to tell you the truth. You would literally have to be next to like an S1K RR to actually notice the power. I mean, it's not that massive of a difference of a feeling. It's so smooth, you know what I mean? Like the feeling of the throttle, the engine, the braking, the smoothness of the transmission, the quick shifter. It literally feels exactly as the S1K RR did. And I'm not kidding. It feels the same. Now, what feels different? The seating position, the comfort level. That's the only thing that feels different. Obviously, it looks different, but as far as how the bike feels, mechanically, it feels the same. Seating position is definitely different. It's more comfortable. And then obviously the suspension and how it handles and how so maneuverable this bike is because of the seating position. You're set upright, you got the wide bars, you can just flick this thing over. It's like, it just feels literally like a dirt bike. Yeah, it's just such a smooth ride. But we obviously got to get the header on it. I'm gonna stop at the gas station over here. Yeah, quick shifter is silky smooth. I'm gonna do a range test. So what I'm gonna do now, when I end this video up at the gas station, I'm actually gonna fill the tank up with gas, full to the top, and I want to see how far I get on a tank, because on the S1K RR, it wasn't far. It was like 110, 120 miles. I tell you guys, if you don't have heated gear, you should get yourself some. 50 degrees, it's actually pretty cold out, especially riding, but I don't feel it at all in my chest, in my arms, my back, my torso, because of the heated jacket. I also have links for that down below in the video description, so you guys could check that out. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so this is the trick with this thing. You got to shut the bike off, and then what you do is press the button, you shut it off, and the gas cap will be open for, well, it'll be unlocked for 30 seconds. And then that's when you could actually open it. And then after 30 seconds, it's going to be locked again. Little break, ripping around on the brand new 2025 M1000XR. Loving this bike so far. If you guys need anything, exhaust, Chiggy AI05 navigation unit, Alpine Stars boots, gloves, Alpine Stars R10 helmet, anything you need, use code CycleFanatics10, get 10% off of your entire order at www.motorcycledepot.com. Kind of learning the bike, you know what I mean? It's a whole new learning curve. Also wearing my heated jacket, where you could get at motorcycledepot.com. Like I said, use the code, guys, get 10% off. That's a huge savings if you put in a big order. So we're going to turn the bike on. I love this keyless entry. In here, I'm just keeping my Easy Pass. And what's great is about this Chiggy unit, it just plugs right into the nav docking hardware for the BMW. And look how much information is there. You got everything that you could possibly want. RPM, range, engine temp, lean angle, speedo. I mean, literally everything. Ambient temperature, battery voltage, tire pressures, gear position, RPM. Got it all. You got everything you need. And then you just switch back to this one. This one gives you mile per hour, gives you a heading, which is great, and a compass, tire pressure, sunset, sunrise. Then we're going to go, I actually have to go into this display. We're going to turn up that brightness probably all the way, because it was a little dim, because I also have a tinted visor. And then the awesome thing is, it has Apple CarPlay, which is fantastic, and it automatically turns on, automatically hooks up to my phone. Now I got the navigation going. I could do music, make phone calls, or I could go into other apps. Really good. So I just fueled up. I think this is a, let me see, I think this is a 5.3 gallon tank. It says I have 167 miles for empty, and that is pretty wicked. Trip counter's on 52.3. So I'm gonna see how far I can go. I hope I could get, if I could get 160 miles out of a tank, that would be fantastic. But we're just going to we're gonna rip around on the bike for a little bit, just enjoying myself being out on the bike. I'm wearing the Alpine Stars R10 helmet. I absolutely love this helmet. The visibility, it's quiet, it's light, and it looks badass. I think it's the best helmet on the market as far as looks go. I personally tried. I've had every single helmet you could possibly think of. I would say my second favorite is my Arai Corsair 10 helmet that I have at home. But this one, I think I like it a little bit better, to tell you the truth. We're just gonna go around here. Just a nice ride on some twisty roads, scrubbing the tires. So I'm nice and warm. I got my, oh, that road is closed. Damn it. That sucks. That road is great.